Okay, let's slide further. To be precise, let's scroll further. I don't like how slowly right now progress is going, and I'm not at the stage I wanted to be right now, but I want backend will be in quite solid state for users, so I don't come back too often to it again and again. I will probably come back because there will be some, how can I say it, some adjustments towards the front end, but I want to make it less pain in the future. So I have pain right now, but less pain in the future. So what I've done, what have I done? We go to repository. We had update user function. Now we have, I split it. I split it for update user function which self-update for any user, for admin, for moderator, and so on. And I made admin update function or method which will be, the user will be updated with somebody higher hierarchy. Like user can be updated by admin or moderator or root, so it can be like suspended or deleted, or his or her status can be changed, and so on, by moderator, root, or admin user. And root user can do changes to admin or users, and admin can be make changes to users and moderators. He's our moderator. Okay, so what they do, quite already standard logic, update user, so it's self-update. We don't need other users, so we have only user data parameter, and who is acting, who is renewing, himself or herself only, and we return user ID of one person here. In admin update, we have a little bit different. We have user ID, the aim, who is going to be updated, user data which going to be updated, and actor user, who is updating the user. And it returns two parameters, user ID and actor ID. So pull connection. If we can get pull connection, we throw error. Begin transaction. Although we getting actor from the just a second. Okay, we will go first with the repository functions. These are repository functions because I made the same stuff on the routes, user routes. So we have update, or maybe do this way, yeah. So towards self-update, we have update router, and towards admin update, we have admin update router towards this thing. So we are on the self-update, on the routes method or function rather. We have only user data from request body. From request body, we get in user data. If we don't get user data, or it's not object, or if it is array, or it doesn't, it has keys equals to 0, so generally it doesn't have any data in it. Or rather to say, user data has no data. We return status 400, and so it's an error, invalid user data. Then we getting actor by getting him or her from the session with the auth service. That's what I'm changing right now. I'm implementing authentication service into the functions, routers, and consequently I needed to change backend functions. This one is getting like if there is any authentication or not. This one getting authenticated actor. If we couldn't find this, we saying it's unauthorized access. We're going for update info, update user repository function. We supply this function with user data and actor user to one object in which we have two parameters. Then we have response status 200. If we catch any error, we getting JSON of status 500 and JSON failed to update user. So that's update. What's the difference admin update? The difference here that we need to supply user ID and actor user, well, user ID generally of the aim who we're going to change. So how we get it? We get it from user ID and user data we getting from the request body. If we don't have user ID, we have status 400. If we don't have user data or it's array, it's not object, it's array, and it doesn't have any data in it, we return 400 error. Then we getting from session, from our service session, we're getting actor user, which is session user type, which has in it ID, it has role, it has status, and it has email in it. So then if we don't get it, we throw the 401 error. If actor user role actor user role equals user, so then we 43 forbidden access, because users cannot change nobody. They can only change themselves, but nobody else. No other user, no admin, no moderator, nobody. Just themselves. So if we get an actor role, user, then it's forbidden access. It's an error. Then we getting to admin update user function, a method rather, supplying it user ID, user data, actor user to this function. Throw 200 if successful, throw 400 if not successful. So that's routes. We go into repository, update user, self-update here. So we check for the we get connection, check for the connection, then we fall into try enclosure, which is begin transaction. Although we got actor through session and through the parameter, we still want to check if this user is proper and has and resides in database. So we get in user by ID actor who is the changing. Then if no actor found, we send user ID with such ID not found. Then we check if this user can change data If they cannot change, there will be error enclosure, and essentially we fall into the here throw error. Then we check in role hierarchy check, and that was thinking, do I need this check? Because in reality I need to think about this, because it's self to self change, and I do check this. If we look it up in role hierarchy check, it's in helpers role hierarchy check. looking for it. We need to close this one. Validate user data. Role hierarchy check. Here it is. At the end of this closure, I check somewhere here if action level equals target level and ID in user data, and actor ID is not equals user data ID, then we throw the error. So if it's user ID in user data, but the actor ID is not equals user data ID, so it's generally the function being hacked, and the person user trying to change somebody else's ID, then we throw the error. But if actor user ID and user data ID will be the same, then we don't throw the error. We just return true. So that's what I was thinking, and I think I will, right now I'm thinking I will leave it, even if it's redundant check, but still it's safer this way. Then we create new variables. Generally, it's bad thing to create variables at the end. We're doing it. Let's go to the start with them. We're going to set them right here. Okay, so then we're going to get the date when it's updated. So it's the time which it happens. Then we're going to check if role in user data, if status in user data, if suspend until in user data, if created ID in user data, or updated it in user data. We're going to say, oh, you cannot update the following fields on yourself, because you can't update role of yourself. User cannot update himself or herself into the admin or root. Then status the same. You can change any dates too. Then we throw the error. Then we're going to check if actor role equals admin or user root or moderator. Then we're going to check the keys which we're going to update. Are they like legit or not? If something weird happens to the key, if it's wrong key, we're going to throw the error. Then if it is the user, only user, we're going to validate user update keys. That I mean. And if some key was weird, like say instead of first name, the user wants to change family name, because we have, instead of family name, we have last name right here. Then we're going to say no, it's invalid update data. You cannot do this. You need to, and we're going to supply which key were wrong. Then we're going to rotate through the user data and going to form the of fields and values through rotation of the through this. Once they formed, we add updated at, so which is up here, updated at today's data. I mean, not today's, the time of change data. And we're going to push into values actor ID because we have ID right here. Then we form query. That's I don't need right now. Let's console. Then we're going to execute the query and await result. So if there is no affected rows in result, then we throw new error that the user is not updated. And then we're going to plug in that message into the history that the user's information was changed. There's which one, when it was changed, and so on. If we don't get log ID, we throw the new error, and then we commit the operation, and then we're going to return the user ID and actor ID. Wait a second, it's only user ID because we're here. We return user ID because we don't need here. User and actor is the same person here, supposed to be. Okay, so if we got any error, we roll back, and finally, in any case, we release the connection to database. Then we have admin update user when one person updates other person. And this person is higher by hierarchies, so admin can update user, for example. So same, checking connection. If no connection, throw error. Begin transaction. We getting user from the database. I mean, not user, actor. So we get an actor from the database just to get that we really have this user. So we check if we have it. If not, we throw the error. Then check if user can mutate. Let's make it one-liner actually. If user can mutate, then we get user info. That's already the person who is going to be changed, whose information is going to be changed. So we have user ID supplied to this user ID and connection. So that function will be also in the connection pool. And if we can't find this user, we're going to throw the error. Then we're going to check the roles for user and actor and which operation we do. If it's okay, then again we are in the wrong place. Ctrl C. Actually, I prefer it here. It's because it's only 2 here, so it's like 1 in reality, but anyway, just to make sure we're going as good as we can, but it doesn't matter really. Okay, so we getting date of update, Then we checking if it's admin. So checking actors role. If it's admin, root or moderator, then we checking the keys. If the keys are wrong, we're going to throw the error. If it's not any of these people, if it is the user, we're going to throw the user it's insufficient permissions to update user's data, because remember we're updating others users data. Then we're going to move through the keys and values. We're going to push into the fields and values, updated add, also into fields and values, and in values user ID, because we need to implement this one. Then we're going to form query. Then we're going to execute this query with values. Fields are here. We form the query. Values are here. Then if no result, because we're waiting for result, if no result rows affected, we throw the error. And then we're going to login history. And then we're going, if we don't get ID from history, we're going to throw the error. Commit operation, return now to user ID and actor ID, and then await. If we catch error, then we're going to roll back and throw the error, and finally release the connection. So that's 4 functions I changed so far, and we're going to check them right now. I mean, not route yet, but we're going to check repository functions, user tests here, and I prepared 2 tests. This one, I mean this one and this one, 2 tests. User ID, we're going to use root user. We're going to update me generally with the last name, which will be last name. Then we're going to use repository function update user with user data, which includes last name. And then we're going to we're going to send the data of who is acting on behalf. Okay, so that's there. We're getting user by ID, so we can check on the last name, so it's changed, and we expect to be data updated it to be data date. Okay, so let's run this check test v-test and see if we're successful. Let's go cd into the project back, and then npm run test run, and let's see what happens. I hope it is successful, so I don't need to spare more time on it. Did we skipped everything? Why we skipped everything? Because described skip here. Okay. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, we passed here, test passed. So right now we see root user. Last name is empty field right now here. Now my expectation that once I renew database, I will see my last name will be now. My last name will be now last name here. So let's try to renew database. Here we go, last name. Okay, so that works. I mean, by its minimum, it works. I'm not going to go through the all tests right now. And we skip this test. Skip this test. And now we're going to open this test. So what do I do here? User ID, the aim who I'm going to change, user 11. If I see this one person, user 11, if you see suspended, he's suspended. Now we're going to change status to active, from suspended to active. We're going to use admin update user. So we pass user ID into the function. We pass user data into the function, which is new status, and pass who is acting. Actor is 8, so it's a root user. My role is root, status active, and my email is root_user@mail.com. So feels what we expect. We expect that new status will be. So we check updated user status will be new status. So active, user active, and we'll see in the I hope we will see in the database these changes. Okay, so skip, that we unskipped. So let's try that. Okay, pass tests. So right now user is suspended, but if we renew the database, what? Active. Now it's active because it was my goodness, it was I clicked on that thing, that's why I didn't want to renew right away. So it's active, but right now it's changing. Okay, we can try 12.2 pending. Right now it's pending. Let's make it also active. So 12 is pending right now. So we go away. Oh, please, come on, move away from there. Okay, like that. Let's update his role, I mean not role, status, and let's go again through that test. So we passed, so I expect pending to be changed into active, and right now I'm not clicking on it, so it should be changed right now. So renew active, 12 active, so it works. So both functions works, and we can flow further. A little bit more improvements for one function. We go to routes. What I improve, get all users with the limit and offset. On route here, I'm going to check for session user. So I'm going to get session user. If not session user, or status is not active, or the role is user, I'm going to return status 43 unauthorized access. Unauthorized access. Okay, so now I changed a little bit. I returned safe user from that method. Get all users, and we'll look at this here. I did check here. I make sure that I return safe users. Here safe users, and here safe users. On return type, so I map them, and so I removed password hash from the safe user. So that's two consoles because need to see it visually. So we have 15 users right now. We're going to return them on the tests. We're going to return 5 users only from 0. So we're going to return root, admin, user, and user. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's try that. Let's remove the skip from here. We skip everything else. Skip everything else, okay? And let's test it very fast. So we got what we want. We expect it to be less or equals to 5. And users to be object, which is where is my console? So total 8. Yeah, total 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total 8 users, but we should return only 5. So we start from 12. That's the 12th user. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We should end up on the root. On the root, that's ID, that's role root. Okay, so, and there is no, in users, there is no password hash. I don't see password hash, which is good. I don't want to give away password hash. So, but here we do have password hash. So remember, we print out first, safe user. But it's one row, so we print out safe user row, safe user row. Wait a second. Tests row safe user. Okay. So that's a row that goes with the password hash, and that's a safe user, and it doesn't have any of the password hash, which we need. So we're done with this one. So we skip it now. Skip it now. And we going to go to repository, remove these lines from here. No need for them. Okay, so it's all good. No need save space here. Okay, then we can close that one, and we can crawl further. Oh, the function get user by email. this function. I didn't change nothing here, just change it, just edit check for the session user. That would be it. So we're not going to even test it and just move on. For the count, simple count, I don't even look into the repository function. I just added check for the actor user, for the session user. And so we will move on. Okay, update password. I also split into two routes. Admin password reset and admin password update. So that route, when user renew password by himself, can happen on all levels. And that password is for resetting password of user by higher level. Users like admins, roots, moderators. Well, I think I didn't give this power to moderators, but we'll see it later a little bit, I think. So let's go first for very fast through password update. So again, we're using our service here to get actor who is doing update. The person who is doing update through uses our service through session cookie. Then if we can find him or her, we send the response status for 1. Then we get from body new password and old password. Then if not new password, and if it is string, if it is not string, it is less than 8 characters, or it didn't pass the test of regular expression, throw the 400 error. If old password also is not, we can find old password and the old password is not a string, we toss in 400 error here. That's these ones, thresholds are not important for the old password because it will be gone anyway, so we don't check on it. Then we go for updated info. We're going for update password and getting updated info from update password method, repository method, sending response JSON, status 200 200, and then if we catch error, we're going to send response status 500. So that's password update. Password reset route is going a little bit more levels. It's admin, password, and then reset. I think short words are much more appropriate than one long word, password reset. I think that's better version of routes. So middleware, we're using middleware as well as here for checking if we have a session cookie of user. Then we get actor user. If we're not getting it, for 1 unauthorized access. Then we getting user ID and new password from the body. of request from here coming from the front end. So now we only getting user ID and new password from the body request. Then we're going to if we're not getting user or user ID is not number 400. If not new password or new password is not a string less than 8 characters, so didn't pass the regular expression test, then we're going to return 400. All checks are not necessarily here, they are unusable here. Then we're going to admin update password function, which receive user ID, new password, and actor who is doing the changes, and just update password. We're using also 3 parameters, that's new password, old password, and actor. So now we send back response status 200. And if we catch an error, we send in status 500 JSON. So that's routes. Now we go to repository functions. First, just self update version. So we get a new password, old password from the paths from our routes, and then actor user. We get in connection pool, checking for the connection. We begin transaction from the connection. Now we're going to double check actor, who is going to do the user who is going to do changes on the backend by getting him or her. And then if we don't get him or her, then we going to throw the error. Then we check if the user can change password, and then we're going to compare old password to the new password. I mean old password to the actor's old password hash by bcrypt. If they're not matching, we're going to send that old password is incorrect. Then we're going to match new password with the wait a second, let me think about it a little bit. Password match, password, yes, we're going to new password. If it matches with the password of actor, which we got from here, it connects password there. It has password string there. So if they mention, we're going to say to user, you changing the password, old new password is matching the old password. You can do that operation because the new password must be different from the old password. So then we're going to encrypt it here with the bcrypt. And if we couldn't do this, we throw the error. Then we get date and time of update. Then we're going to execute a query with this new password. Here's the new password, and here's the value of new password. That's a date right here, and towards whom that action is going to be done, but it's the same person as an actor. So if we don't get changes in the in the database. If it didn't happen for some reason, we're going to throw the error. We're going to send into the history log. If we didn't get that log back, then we're going to throw the error. And if everything is okay, we're going to commit that transaction. Then we're going to return only one user ID, who is actor ID. Only one person here participates. And then we're going to, if we catch an error, we're going to roll back and throw the new error. Otherwise, we finally, well, in any case, we finally release the database connection. So that's a self-update password. Now we're going for the admin update password, and here we have user ID, person who is going to be, whose password is going to be changed. That's a new password. And the person who is doing the changes, because that's two people here. One person who is making changes, and the other person who is towards these changes, towards whom these changes are being done. You go like this. Connection, checking connection to the database. We begin transaction. We are getting actor. If not getting, we throw the new error. Checking if user can mutate, if conditions are good for it. Then we're going to target. We getting target user, which is again by get user by ID. If we don't get target users, then we're going to throw the error. And then we're going to, here we need to, because on the previous one, there is only one person, so we didn't need to check hierarchy. Here we're checking hierarchy because we don't want admin do any changes passwords for the root user. That would be bad. So for the root user, if the root user forgets password, that would be it for the whole program. So I guess we need to have at least like several root users. Oh, we have internal function which can create root user, which is right here. So we can use it also, but it will be inside inside one. We can do creation of root user in the database itself too. That's possibility. But still, better don't lose the password for the root user, because then nobody can reset it. Even admins cannot reset it anymore. So then we're going to make to get update date, days, months, year, and time. Then we're going to check if the role in user data, if status in user data is, oh, wait a second, that's update user. That's not it. Update password. I need admin password, admin update password. That's where we've been. If not target user, that's where we stopped here. Role check, hierarchy check. Hierarchy check. So then if we checking and the user is a user role or moderator, that's where we're going to deny possibility of resetting the password for others, because we don't, that's not the level for these guys to change password of others. So we throw the error. Then we going to password match. So what we matching? We matching new password towards old password of target user. If it is a match, we're going to throw the error. New password must be different from the old password. Then we're going to encrypt new password. If we didn't do this, if we couldn't for some reason do this, we're going to throw the error. Then we're going to get updated date. Then we're going to execute query with the new password hash, updated date, and where to do this update. So that's target user ID. So now if we didn't get result back, we throw new error. Then we're going to insert like log for this operation. Then if we don't get the ID from it, throw the error. If everything is good, we commit a transaction and return already user ID and actor ID. If something is wrong, we're going to roll back transaction and throw new error. And finally, in any case, we're going to release the database connection. So that's the once two new instead of one method, now I have two methods. One's for self update password and other for the reset password by somebody like higher, like somebody higher role. So let's go to try to test it. And right now I'm in trouble because why? I tell you why. Because I don't remember which passwords are right now actual. But we're going to try it and see if we get some errors. So first we're going to test admin update password. So resetting it. So resetting for the user ID 13. This is one. This is the user 13 who is active and everything suspended until no. Actually interesting. I see right now status active, but suspended until is still there. Okay. We need to get to this function yet. Okay, so let's try. So that's a user ID 13. We're going to have new password. This one, ID 9. That's the person who is going to do changes. So that's admin. The user admin, status active, which is true, and email right. So what do we expect? So that should work. What do we expect? Result to be user yes, that's right, user ID 13 here will be, and actor ID 9. So then we're going to try to log in with this new password. Login user, right? That should be good. And then we're going to new login, which is returned from that login user, should be ID user and email this one. So let's see if it works out. We're going to CLS it very fast. We open that test and see if it will work out or not. So test. Failed. Why we failing? Invalid email password. You provided test admin example.com. Password provided. Okay, what's wrong with this password? We have capital letter, we have numbers, we have exclamation mark. That should be okay. So let's try to switch them. Let's see if just the wrong password, as I was afraid. Let's try it again. No, we didn't follow through. Why? Invalid email password. You provided email, password provided. Error login in user. We failed on login. Error login user. So we changed the password too. Interesting. We changed the password, but of course. No, we have new password here. Why we failing to get through? That's very strange. Let's get debugger here. And let's try to do this again. I need to switch it. So most systems nowadays, they watching the old passwords, but we're not going to do it right now. We're not going to match against list of previous passwords. We're going to match it only against old password. So let's try to do this. So that's debugger code. Everything is good right now. Let's go further forward. Update password. We failed. Why we failed? If this is a long-running test, pass the timeout value. Okay. Test timeout. Okay, let's go to look at their login. Vtest config, and we're going test timeout. It tells us 10 seconds right now, but let's go not for the 10 seconds, we go for 10. Let's go actually more 3 zeros, so we'll have some time to think about what's going on. Back here. Test it. So now let's go further. So what is going on? Should update the user's password. Where did he fall? Test timeout in 5000 milliseconds. Oh my goodness, it wasn't enough. Second, it didn't work out. No, it should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's definitely more than 10 minutes. Why it didn't work out though? That is so strange. Let's make it really long one. I don't need to reload here. Why didn't work out though? That's what I'm wondering about. Okay, so we'll see if it falls down again. So, no, it's differently. Test timeout and no, that's not 5000 milliseconds right now. If this is what is going on? np run package JSON with test. Okay. So we looking for the with test, and that's a source for the config. That's right. Config is here with test source config, the source config with test config ts. Yep, that's the one. Let's see if it does right now. Run with test. Okay, we're running it, which is good. Let's go next step. Next step. It returns something. What it return? So it return actor ID and user ID. So we change it. We reset password. That's a good sign. So this password is going to be new right now. That's a new password. So when we log in, wait a second. Test admin. Oh my god, it's wrong. I got it. I got it. It's wrong email. What the heck? User ID is 13. This guy has user ID is 13. This guy has different so copy field. We can do this right now. Let's stop the test. Let's move through. We get an error because we have from login right now. So we're going to copy. Why can't copy field right now? Why can't copy field right now? Copy field? You got the joke, right? Copy. Control V. So that's to test user login ID 13. So oh my gosh, 13. Test user 2. Why you testing it right now? What is going on? Why? I didn't press anything. Oh, it's keep on going. Oh my god. It's keep on going. We stop it. Cancel and run test. Yes, please. Okay, so now we're going to return the other passwords. So we have right passwords right now. We're going to cross out the debugger. We don't need it. Let's run test only. Let's check it. No, fail. Так, what do we fail? New login. We accept to be ID user ID, which is 13. Test admin. We expecting wrong. We need two different. We need different one. That here to Control V. Let's switch passwords again. And let's test. This test should be good. This test should be good. It's with the right email, with the right ID, with the right password. So that should be good. CLS and test. Okay, it's passed. It's good. So we changed it. We cannot see it here, but we did change. Actually, maybe just let me see. Let's move it here. That line should be at least change it somehow visually, right? Let's try it. Yep, it did change it. That line changed it for sure. It was different one. So we changed the password. So now we're going to skip this test. That works. This function admin update password works. So the now test will be we're going to unskip this. So we're going to how can I call it? We're going to change. I wanted to use different word. The word is we're going to harass this user again. Not, it's wrong word, not harass. We're going to joke about this user. Okay. Now we're going. That's right. Passwords. We're going to change. That's the old password we supply. That's the old password. That's the new password. That's the actor. What we expect after updating the password, we're going to get result, and that result should be user ID only. Admin. We have new password. Yes, it is going to be user ID only. And then we're going to log in with the new password. That's right email. That's right email too. We're going to expect from it user ID. This one and this email after from the return of new login. So that should work probably. Okay, so let's go for it. We're going to test it. Okay, we passed. All is good. So again, this user 13, this visually should be switched right now. Let's renew it. Yeah, it's switched. It is different password right now. So it works. So one function, another function is repository functions. We remade them and they working. So they are all good. So now I can we finish for today, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you if you've been with me. I'll see you tomorrow.